This is part two of the story that I started in the prior Ballard broadcast. That prior story was about a trip Eddie Fay and I took along part of the Mother Road, Route 66. This particular story came from another overnight stop, in Oklahoma, I think. The crowd had thinned out by the time we got to the restaurant, and our server seemed attracted to us, so she stopped by occasionally to talk. When we told her we were driving Route 66 to Santa Fe, she said she had lived there once. She told us, "I used to be married to a preacher, but I ran off with a younger man and we moved to Santa Fe. I had to leave eventually because he was abusing me and I didn't like some of the abuse." Neither Eddie nor I was bold enough to ask her if there were parts of the abuse she did like. Eddie had bought some maps that showed where original parts of the Mother Road still remained. He pointed to one side road that we came to and said that it was part of that original road. So we turned onto it. I was a little suspicious when we crossed over a cattle grate onto a dirt road where the ruts had grass growing on both sides and in the middle. We drove through a herd of cattle, many of which stopped whatever they were doing and looked at us as if they were asking, "What are you doing out in this field?" Sharp drop-offs on both sides of the road into deep chasms, more grass in the ruts, no sign of any buildings within a few miles, and we were beginning to think maybe this wasn't part of the original Route 66. When the road ended at a barbed wire fence, just beyond which it looked like it could have been the edge of the world, where the world dropped off perpendicularly into a bottomless pit. And that's when we decided we'd better turn around and go back. The cattle were waiting there expecting us. They had looks on their face kind of like you would see in a Gary Larson Far Side cartoon. They knew we were lost. Now we knew it too. That definitely was not part of Route 66.